He left everything behind in Argentina, chasing a dream no one believed in, building a supercar that could rival Ferrari and Lamborghini. But what Horacio Pagani created wasn't just a car, it was a masterpiece. This is the story of Horacio Pagani, a janitor turned engineer, a dreamer turned legend, the man who believed that art and science belonged together, even in a world dominated by horsepower, profit, and power. But what did it cost him to chase perfection? Horacio Pagani was born in a tiny town in Argentina. He wasn't rich, he wasn't connected. His father was a baker, and in the beginning, it seemed like the only engines he'd ever touch were the ones in someone else's garage. But even as a kid, he saw cars differently. Where others saw machines, he saw sculptures. At night, while others played or slept, Horacio sketched futuristic cars under candlelight. In school, he would hide his drawings behind textbooks, and when he turned 20, he made a decision that would change his life. He wanted to build the world's most beautiful supercar. Not just fast, flawless, but who would listen to a young man from Argentina with no money, no pedigree, and barely a grasp of Italian or English? No one. He sent letters to Ferrari, to Lamborghini, even to design schools. He begged for a chance, not for money, just a shot. And every reply was the same. Thank you for your interest, but we are not hiring. So he did the unthinkable. He packed his tools, kissed his family goodbye, and moved to Italy. With nothing but his passion and $50 in his pocket. And when he got there, he swept floors. He slept in tiny hostels. He worked night shifts to survive. But here's the twist. He landed a job at Lamborghini. Not as an engineer, but as a janitor. Yet even while mopping floors, Horacio watched. He learned. And slowly, he earned their respect. One day, after months of silently observing, he nervously approached a supervisor and asked, "Can I try something?" "Just a design." They laughed, then nodded. That try changed everything. Horacio's ideas were years ahead of their time. His designs were light, futuristic, sculpted like they belonged in a museum. Lamborghini gave him a shot and he rose through the ranks. From cleaner to engineer to chief designer of the Countach Evoluzione, the brand's first car made from carbon fiber. But then came the moment that defined him. He wanted to start his own company, build a car with his own name. Lamborghini refused to support him. They didn't believe in his carbon fiber vision. So what did Horacio do? He quit. He walked away from a high-paying dream job to chase something bigger. Would you have done that? Quit everything for an uncertain dream? Let me know in the comments. Pagani Automobili was born in a tiny warehouse in Modena. No funding, no clients, just sketches, carbon fiber, and courage. He sold everything, took out loans, slept on a cot in the office. Friends called him insane. Investors ignored him. But Horacio didn't care about money. He cared about perfection. And finally, in 1999, after 7 years of invisible work, he revealed the Zonda. It didn't just shock the car world, it silenced it. It was like nothing anyone had seen. Curves inspired by Da Vinci, engines powered by Mercedes-AMG, and interiors more like jewelry than dashboards. But here's the wild part. The Zonda wasn't an instant success. Buyers were skeptical. The market was tight. He was competing against brands with billion-dollar marketing budgets, and yet Horacio refused to compromise. One journalist asked him, "Why don't you build cheaper cars to sell more?" His answer? "I don't build cars to sell. I build dreams to last." Do you agree with that? Would you choose legacy over profit? I want to hear your thoughts below. Slowly, one customer at a time, Pagani earned a reputation, not for volume, but for excellence, for art, for soul. Today, Pagani cars start at over $3 million. They're not mass-produced. Each one is handcrafted. Some take up to 9 months to build. And Horacio? He's still involved in every design, every detail, down to the stitching. Not bad for a janitor who once swept floors just to be close to engines. Horacio Pagani's story isn't just about cars. It's about faith. In your dream, your vision, your crazy idea. It's proof that even when the world tells you no, the voice inside you might just be louder, if you listen. He turned carbon fiber into poetry. He made engines into art. And he showed us that chasing perfection, even at great cost, can lead to something timeless. So the next time someone tells you it's impossible, remember the kid from Argentina who traded bread ovens for blueprints and built a legacy. If this story moved you, hit like, subscribe for more real stories about money and ambition. And tell us in the comments, would you risk it all for your dream like Horacio did?